You know, I don't have a flag. Well, actually I do, but it's hanging up in the window. And I really don't want to take it down, so I do have this. Wave that flag, Judd!
Get the flag. I got it right here. Still has right on. She knew. Oh, yeah. There it is. Unbelievable. Oh. If the flag should ever fly, it's right now. Unbelievable. The Minnesota Vikings. Hello?
That was from yesterday. This is from today.
Daily Vikings Entertainment, where we just want the Vikings to win a Super Bowl before we die, and where we just want to wave the flag. A lot of
Oh my God, people. Whoo! I'm sure a lot of you probably watched my post-game reaction. Thank you. Shout out to my brother Liam for helping me out there, man. Oh, the Vikings almost killed me yesterday. My heart rate topped out at 178. We almost had to call the paramedics because I was hyperventilating and I was this close to passing out. So, but talk about holy shit. I'm going to say, yes, best Vikings game ever. Way better than the Minneapolis Miracle. Because remember, the Minneapolis Miracle, although it was a great Vikings game, Minneapolis Miracle was one play. The Vikings were, yes, they were down 17 in the third quarter. My dad texted me and my brother saying, okay, yeah, this game's done. He had written off the Vikings. I was going to start to write them off too. But then, you know, shit happens. We get to the fourth quarter. I think we're only down by 10 going into the fourth quarter. You know, traded punches. But man, oh man, good God. And then, and Justin Jefferson. If Stephon Diggs was an alien, Justin Jefferson, this guy right here, show the name. If Stephon Diggs is an alien, Justin Jefferson's a mutant. Like, he's got superpowers. Like, honestly, that catch, I don't care what anyone says. I mean, yes, I know it's regular season and all, but that is the best catch ever in NFL history. Except for maybe the helmet catch in the Super Bowl with the Giants being the undefeated Patriots. Maybe that would be the one to top it, because that was the Super Bowl. But, well, first of all, that should be the best contested catch in the history of the NFL. He literally used the defender's hands. That ball should have been picked. But the defender had two hands on it, and he only had one. He used the defender's hand to secure that ball. And then by the time he got to the ground, he rolled over and grabbed the ball. Like, is it possible for a ball to be intercepted and then intercepted back? A double interception, is that possible? It should be. I was like, how the fuck? And then, the Kirk run. The Kirk run on the goal line. I'm like, seriously? I was head facing the floor, laying down. I was done by that point. And then, by the miracle of God, the football gods, who for once I feel like are actually looking on the Minnesota Vikings. The hand of the football gods came down and touched. The Buffalo tried to do a quarterback sneak out of the end zone. And Josh Allen bobbled the football. He bobbled the football. And Eric Kendricks lands on it, and it's a Vikings touchdown. I'm like, holy shit. But then, of course, there's still like 30 seconds left to go. Of course, what happens? Josh Allen gets down the field. They kick a field goal, and we're heading to overtime. I'm like, oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you seriously trying to kill me, Minnesota Vikings? I feel like they did yesterday. I feel like they were trying to kill me. But then, I mean, you had a nice drive. You had a nice drive, and you had some really nice throws to not Stephon Diggs. What am I thinking? Justin Jefferson. Stephon Diggs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, Vikings won that trade. Jefferson had more than 70 yards over Diggs, and Diggs didn't have a touchdown, whereas Jefferson did have one. So, yeah. I think the Vikings won that trade. But, you know. And then, of course, stall out at the goal line. You get the Bills get sacked, so you have to kick a field goal. So, you leave it all up to Josh Allen. And, of course, there was that one throw to Gabe Davis that I don't know how the fuck that's not reviewed. Like, wait, I think that was right before the end of regulation. Yeah, no, that was on their drive down to kick a field goal, I think. I'm not sure. Yesterday's such a blur. It's hard to remember shit from yesterday. But, yeah, no, any play, like, within the last 30 seconds or any play that involves, you know, a catch or something like that needs to be automatically reviewed. And if they did review it, it clearly would have been overturned. But I digress. Patrick Peterson, man. I mean, honestly, if I were to give out one game ball, I would sadly have to give it to Jefferson just because he was a monster. I would actually give out... So, Score North does their pie chart of contributions. My pie chart is split 4 ways evenly. 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. 25% goes to Patrick Peterson. 25% goes to Justin Jefferson. 25% goes to Dalvin Cook because Dalvin Cook had that amazing 81-yard run that got us back into the game. And then give 25% to the defense. Like, honestly, the defense showed up when it mattered. Now, if I was to take any percentage away from any of those, I would probably do, like, maybe 5% off of Cook and maybe give it to Kirk Cousins just because of the fact that someone has to make the throws. But, my God. And then, of course, you know, to end it, Allen throws the ball into the end zone and Patrick Peterson intercepts it for his second pick of the game. Not only his second pick of the game, his second red zone pick of the game. Like, Josh Allen should not throw the ball when he's in the red zone. Honestly, God. Either you run the ball with Singletary or you run the ball yourself. Never throw the ball again. Because, you know what? That's when shit happens. But once again, I digress. So, yeah. And in summary, Vikings 33, Bills 30 in overtime. Got the Eagles and Commanders game coming up on Monday Night Football. I would say this. Unless the Eagles beat the Commanders by more than 2 touchdowns, I'm sorry. There's a new number 1 in the league, baby. There's a new number 1, okay? You can't argue that shit. And like I said yesterday, doubt us now, motherfuckers. Doubt us now. You cannot. So, yeah. In conclusion, before I go, what do we have to do, fellas? What do we have to do?
Judd, get the flag.
Wave the flag, Judd!
Vikings. Hello, this is Purple Daily.
Just one more for good measure.
Where we just want the Vikings.
Just one more for good measure.
And where we just want to wave the flag.